This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Stanley Steemer.
Summer days can be filled with family fun, whether it's bringing the kids to the beach or soaking up the sun at home on the green grass, and all that fun can mean filth coming right into your home.
Oh, I remember those days. And there's good news, though. Now that the kids are headed back to school, it's a great time to book a professional cleaning with Stanley Steemer. And as we hear from Katie Zarilli of Delmarva Life, that's a decision you'll be glad you made.
It's transition time. As we arrive upon the end of August and September sits on the horizon, it means a prominent change for parents of children, back to school. That could also mean a much-needed sanitization of your space.
Now's a great time to start to prepare for cleaning up after your kids from their summer fun, having friends over at the house. Maybe they've been outside playing a lot and bringing in a lot of that stuff that was outside into your home. And once the kids are back in school and finally out of your hair, you can let professionals come in and remove all the stains that they may have left behind.
Stanley Steemer manager Eric Farrell says when it comes to what they're hauling out of homes this time of year, there are a few classic culprits.
When the kids go back to school, what we're most commonly coming in to clean up is sand from those wonderful days at the beaches that we brought a little piece of the beach back with us. I know in my home, even though the rule is no food in the living room, I think there's signs of lunch being left behind all over the upholstery. And then there's just the general soiling from playing outside on what was a very rainy last few weeks for us here, bringing in mud from outside.
A professional cleaning by the crew at Stanley Steemer, he says, will pay off in more ways than one.
It's important right now that you want to make sure that your kids are coming home to a cleaner home, because obviously a cleaner home is a healthier home. But there's also just the maintenance standpoint from carpet and upholstery cleaning. You want to have that professionally cleaned, several times a year, so that way it keeps your carpet or upholstery, which was a large investment, keeps it clean and lasting longer.
And what about these mess makers? They're kids, just a furry version.
So for pet owners, it kind of goes just in line with what sometimes your kids leave behind. They are bringing in a lot of soil and stuff from outside that needs to be cleaned up, maybe sometimes accidents on the carpet. But we do have professional cleaning and deodorizing treatments in case your pet has any accidents on the floor, but we have different pre-treatments depending on the type of spot or problem that you had. And then the deodorizers, it's an enzyme deodorizer, so it's going to help digest the food source of the bacteria that are typically causing the odors, leaving you with a cleaner, healthier product.
After the cleaning's complete, Eric advises homeowners to make maintenance a priority.
So the best thing is to keep the soil outside. So a nice walk-off mat, so before you come into the home, you can brush off your shoes. My favorite rule is shoes off before you come in the house. That helps a lot. Regular vacuuming, definitely vacuuming your floors a couple times a week. Even hard surface flooring, even though it's a hard surface, most people just go to sweeping it, but a vacuuming is going to be a little more effective at removing the soil from any gaps in the flooring, so that way you're not tracking it from the hard surface floor to the carpet. And when you do have a spill, always try to get to it right away, so blot up any excess liquids with a towel. Use a neutral spot remover. When I say neutral, something that's not overly aggressive, but it's going to help just remove the spotting before it sets into a stain, and then obviously work towards hiring a professional to come in and get that out of the carpet.
More and more, when it comes to choosing that professional, Stanley Steemer is the selection.
Our customer base just continues to grow. There's a lot of people moving into the area now, which we love to see, and we just have the large amount of returning customers that we always want to make sure that we're able to get them taken care of, and we just want to make sure that the entire shore is a cleaner area.
Making our peninsula a happier and healthier place, one home at a time.
And Eric says depending on the use of the upholstery and flooring surfaces in your home, most manufacturers recommend a professional cleaning every 3 to 4 months. That'll help your investments last longer. Makes sense.
I'd like to think that I could do it myself, but truth be told, that's not nearly good enough.
No.
Okay.
Nope.